Hi there, World History ninth graders. It is nice to be interacting with you again. I am excited for this, your final project of the year. This video is meant to dive deep into part one, the graphic organizer. This is going to be our first step in understanding and breaking down the assignment. So we're going to dive right in. Each component, I'm going to encourage you to read aloud the prompt to yourself. So I will model accordingly. Compare similarities and differences, the attitudes of Christianity and Islam towards merchants and trade from the origins of each faith up until circa roughly 1500 CE. What significant specific details reflect how the attitudes changed over time for either culture or both? Reread the prompt continually. Make notes about the relevant spice tea themes you notice, specific time periods mentioned in the question, and both, there are two, of the question types that are included. All of these elements need to be analyzed with the DBQ documents and addressed in your final essay. So part one is all about getting our bearings to this assignment and to this question. So you will be working on a graphic organizer that Mr. Holmgren will launch with you today or whenever you're seeing this video. Mr. Holmgren will start this on May 13 and 14 during the morning class time. So the first thing that I'll have you do after watching this video is, if you have not already, open your corresponding document here. I'm going to go ahead and just click View on the graphic organizer for the honors group. It should open in a new tab for you, nice and neat and easy. These PDFs should show up a little bit easier than dealing with Word documents. All right, so here we have our friend the prompt again. I'm going to encourage you to read it and spend some time with it. It is detailed. So this is a DBQ in 3 parts. This first week, your deadline of the graphic organizer is due Friday, May 21, before you go into the weekend. So the first thing that you'll do is unpack this prompt, break it down in your own words. What are you being asked to analyze and determine about Christianity and Islam? So take notes. You could use this document. You could print it out. You could type in a Word document. You could keep using your notebook. It's up to you, whatever tool is going to help you the most. Underline the verbs in the prompt. What is the time frame? Circle it in the question. What specifically are you being asked about similarities and differences? And what do you imagine might have changed over time about these attitudes towards merchants and trade? What are the relevant spice tea themes that this prompt is asking you about? And imagine what evidence you might be looking for or that you already know. For my honors students only, you will be completing a step 2 here as contextualizing. So zooming out from this context, think about other cultures, other issues of economics and trade, and how that might help you to better understand this question. Everyone will be completing this step about gathering background information. On-level students, you have a choice of whether you want to spend time with the Strayer textbook some more, that is the AP honors textbook, or the Holt textbook. Those chapters are specifically referenced in your worksheet and can be found on the resources folder in our Schoology page. So for background gathering and context of this question, you're going to skim read and review some of the following chapters of our texts, as well as the corresponding course materials. That means I would encourage you to look back on and reread MRQs. So the chapters for Christianity, Islam, and trade and culture are listed there. Your goal as you go through those chapters, honors students, you will write down one key bullet point from each of the 4 chapters that addresses this prompt. Remember that you're looking for evidence about Christians and Muslims' attitudes towards trade and merchants, and also noting any details of evidence that gives a suggestion about how or why these attitudes might have changed. On-level students, you are required, since you have more choices on what evidence you draw from, you will pick 3 of any of those chapters to draw from. And that's it. That is all you are required to do during week 1. So again, a quick little overview of this graphic organizer. Breaking down the prompt, really understanding what the question is, what is being asked of you, way before we think about an essay, way before we even think about what the DBQ document-based questions, those documents even are. Honor students alone will be required to do a contextualization. All students will be required to complete the background summaries and orienting yourself to the resources that we have already as background knowledge. That is it. That is what you will turn in at the end of week 1, due Friday, May 21st. I will be making other videos that detail other parts of this assignment. Good work.